With an A football that's all off the rails, like a resurgence on epic fails. Living in chaos just like our show. Tune in, it's a wild ride, you know. Tune in, it's a wild ride, you know.
Hello and welcome to the Nerdy Football Lad podcast. It's been 8 days,
I know.
B-Dog.
Feels weird.
It seemed long, wasn't it?
I know, it feels weird, doesn't it?
It genuinely feels like forever since we last done one of these, because
I
obviously
know.
last week it was the Wednesday, and it was kind of hurried together.
A little bit, yeah.
Obviously,
Halloween.
we had less time to put the work in beforehand. You had football afterwards, Halloween. Yeah, it was a little bit rushed last week, so it kind of feels like we're back from
Yeah,
for age, like since for ages.
I know. It's been
But,
a long 8 days.
It has. It's been a long week, if I'm being honest.
Yeah,
I've had a
that's
rough
true.
week. How's your week been, mate? Because you're normally knackered come Thursday,
Hey,
and
nothing changes.
I'm feeling it this week. Like I am knackered.
We need to change that up then. I guess you need to be tired and I need to be energetic for a change.
Well, the thing is, I don't even have an alcoholic beverage today.
Oh,
I'm running on caffeine alone. So, boring, real me is probably gonna be
God.
here today.
That's what we've all got to deal with, is it?
Yeah. The worst thing is, I come into these. I'm like, I need a drink because it settles me down.
It's stage fright.
I'm like reliant at this point. I'm like, shit. I said to Louise earlier, I was like, we need to get some beers. We need to get some beers in. But as it goes, I can't be asked anyways. Rough week for both of us last week, B-Dog. I think we spoke about this a little bit in the week. The Cowboys probably taking it a little bit harder than the Patriots purely because of the expectations you had coming in.
Yes.
What is going on?
Just not the right play calls, I think. I think I think it's trying to force a system to work, it seems.
Yeah.
It's trying to force the players that they have to work rather than taking what's in front of them sometimes.
I mean, I can relate to that a little bit with the Patriots, but do you start seeing kind of a lack of faith in the coaching staff when your players, like we spoke about Zeke, being late for meetings, practice,
yeah.
whatever it was, when things like that start creeping in, is that a lack of respect completely for the coaching staff, or is it just honest mistake, or what is it?
It could be a bit of both. You know, we don't know the ins and outs. Obviously, they just said he was late to a few meetings, and we're punishing him by not letting him play. Could be that he doesn't want to be there. It could be the coaches. It could be he's too comfortable because he was drafted here, he was raised here pretty much into
Yeah.
the NFL, so feels like he deserves to have some leeway. But I don't know.
Yeah.
We just have to wait and see.
So the thing is, because when Zeke was at us last year, we were by no means a good football team, but he was never like dummy out. I'm not going to play. Like he seemed to give everything he had. Practice, he was there every time. It wasn't like, because one of the worries I had with Zeke coming in was because of the profile of the player previously. I was like, is he just going to drag his heels and just take the money because he's better than this?
Yeah.
And he didn't. He was one of my favourite players last year.
Yeah, he was good last year.
And we spoke about when he first went back to use, it was a great pickup for us because he's not lost it. But I think the production's not been there this year for him, has it?
No, not really. No, I think I don't know if it's a system. I mean, there's 2 rookies in on the line. You know, when he first joined, he had a solid O line, arguably top 5 in the league.
Yeah, that is
You know,
true.
he had a lot to run behind. He was younger, he was healthier, no injuries, and now I don't know.
Yeah, no, that is fair. Another thing, because when it rains, it pours. Dak
Yeah.
put on the IR, which means he's out for 4 weeks at least, isn't it?
Yep.
Cooper Rush, what's your thoughts?
I mean, Cooper, I think I've seen it said a few times, is the best backup quarterback in the league.
Right, okay.
Which, I mean, yeah, he plays pretty well, but he's a very stationary, get the ball out, not very manoeuvrable sort of quarterback. But I don't know. I feel like Cooper Rush, hopefully he can do a decent job. I think most of his games he's throwing for 200 yards, maybe a couple of touchdowns, maybe a few interceptions.
Yeah.
But he's got 4 weeks now. But I'd just, honestly, just Trey Lance with what we've got done to get him.
Yeah,
Why not
give him a shot?
Just throw him in for 4 games, right? If he plays really well, sign him on for a year.
You've got something.
You've got something.
Yeah.
If he plays awful,
Thing is, your season's done.
well,
So,
yeah, pretty much.
so you may as well just
take
give him
the
a
risks.
shot.
Yeah, well, I think we're 3-5 now.
Yeah, you may as well give him. I mean, I say a season's done. If you play the next 2 or 3 games and win them all, then you're well back on.
Yeah, but
But can you see that happening? Probably not. Before we got into the Patriots B-Dog, in the chat, Matt, the most Thursday-looking Wednesday going. Very good. Appreciate it. I was worried for your health a little bit, Matt, because there was an Instagram post today and you didn't respond to it, which it's
we're
not
about
like
to
him.
call the dogs out to find
Yeah,
you.
it's not like him. We were worrying a little bit. Charlotte, what a banger every time. Really appreciate it. I worked hard at getting the AI to make that song for us. Really appreciate it. It is a tune, to be fair.
Yeah,
Still think the country one's better.
100%.
Yeah, no, I'm kind of coming around to the country one a little
Oh,
bit.
there might be a change up.
No, the thing is with the country one is it takes too long to. It's not an intro song.
No.
The country
I know.
one is a good song.
The country
but
one's a banger.
The intro would be a minute and a half with the country one. So unfortunately, Matt, miss you boys. Well, we've missed you guys as well. It genuinely has felt like ages since we were on here.
It really has.
Mark, I thought I said Mark Willis. Jesus Christ, my eyes are getting awful. Malik Willis, number 1 backup in the QB in the league.
And mate wasn't even on the number 3 radar until he came to you
Yeah,
guys.
that being said, when Jordan Love went out at the start of the year,
Malik Willis played incredible.
Willis
yeah.
looked great. Yeah,
He did. He really did.
because I was all high horsey because I was like, told you it wasn't Jordan Love.
Yeah, I do remember that.
But oh yep, Charlotte, really appreciate the prompt because we didn't do it again. Where we're live from, B-Dog, it's a fairly distinctive stadium this time.
Well, it's blue and white. Is it Ewood Park?
I hate that you do this stupid. Just because you don't know them.
No. I'm going to try and see if I
No,
can.
this one's a fairly iconic one because look, they've got the triangle stand at one end. The quote soccer team also plays here. That might be a clue. It is in the northwest of the United States.
You're trying to tell me it's Seattle?
It is Seattle. We're at Lumen Field.
Lumen. Like the light.
Lumen Field. It used to be something else that I can't remember the name of, but I know it's Lumen Field.
Ah, right.
But yeah, that is the famous fight and win
Yeah. Well,
stand.
I can't see the 12 shirt, so it really threw me off.
Oh, right, okay, yeah, fair enough. Yeah, because their fans are
Number 12 on the field.
bent like that.
There's only one person that's worn 12, and that was in the 70s, and it was a.
I'm fairly sure
Unfairly.
up here there's a 12 banner.
Oh yeah, I can just see it
But
vaguely if I squint my eyes.
You can't quite make it out purposely because
Yeah, I can see a 71 up there. That's Walter Jones's retired number.
oh, shut up. Complete disclosure, it's got the old sponsorship name at the top of the stand, so I had to zoom out just a little.
I was going to say I'm struggling to.
So we can't quite see it. Yep, Lumen Field in Seattle, Washington. Yep,
Not to be confused with Washington.
not to be confused with Washington. Not actually in a state, Washington DC.
No.
No, which is really weird. But
It's where they have that blue house.
I don't know if you've seen. There's a little bit of news coming out of Washington this week. I don't know if you've seen it.
It depends.
It turns out they've got a new president. Did you know?
Oh well, not so much a new president, is it? As it's like Eminem's comeback, in it.
Not so much a president either, really. But we're not going to get into politics. One, I'm too ill informed, and two, I just don't really care that much.
Is it going to affect football?
No.
Then let's leave it at that.
Yeah, no. Without being ignorant, it is going to affect a lot of people, including like women, trans people, homosexual people, people like that. There's financial aspects and stuff. So I'm not being completely ignorant
Yeah.
to it, but
Yeah.
just selfishly, who are we to say in our country what they should do with their
Yeah.
country, you know? But the Patriots. So I'm guessing you've not seen our game, B-Dog.
I think I watched the highlights. Yeah, against the Titans that beat you somehow.
Oh, Jesus Christ, it was rough. It was rough. First time really that we've seen like glaring, that's a rookie quarterback mistakes from Drake May. Don't get us wrong, he was the best player on our team still. Oh, no, that's unfair. Jelani Savai on defense was. But on offense, everything we had was because of him. Made some great plays, led us in rushing. I think he was 4th in rushing in the league last week.
Jesus.
He had like 90 96 yards or something. But yeah, there was a couple of throws. One was kind of a hitch in the middle, and he just threw it straight to the linebacker.
Yeah, I
And
saw that.
yeah, it was kind of a rough one. And then obviously the overtime throw, which was kind of into double coverage against the wind. He came out and said afterwards that was a dumb decision, and he was kind of beating himself up about it, to be honest. But I want to talk about the play right at the end, because this is where my season's been with the Patriots this year. Obviously, we're not going to win anything, but just having a quarterback that's fun to watch. Like, we're not going to win that many games, but it's fun to watch us lose. Whereas last year it was just rough.
Yeah.
You know, it was just your offense would come out. You're going, well, we'll see 3 players. They'll run it for 2 and throw a screen for 1, and then you're back off the field. It was awful. But this year, you're like, oh, something might happen, and it does.
Sometimes,
So,
yeah.
did you see Pop Douglas's one-handed grab?
Did I?
Oh my god, it's fun to watch. There's little things happening. We just need some. We need some receivers. If I'm being
You
honest.
see some football players.
Yeah, we do, man.
And we got mailmen in uniforms.
Yeah, I mean the game. It was one of them that if both teams could have lost, they would have, because it was just a bad game of football. It was really. It was.
the Titans' first win not against you.
I don't bloody know, mate. I don't know, but it was rough. It was tough to watch. Other than them little flashes when Drake May kind of just made something happen just by pure athleticism, and
Yeah.
he ran headfirst into 2 defenders after rushing for 15 yards a week after coming out of concussion protocol, which isn't great, but you know he's come out and said, "I'm not going to change.
Is that you?
I'm not going to change the player I am. If they're giving me yards, I'm going to take them." Which fair enough, I guess.
He's going to come out speaking like Gronk soon.
Jesus Christ, like. But yeah, no, I love him. Our team stinks. It's kind of the end of our season, which it was anyways. But looking forward to the Bears this week. Caleb against Drake,
Yeah.
which will be exciting. But yeah,
Another lost column there for you, I reckon.
what worries me about the Bears is Montez Sweat.
Yeah.
That's where I'm worried, because don't get us wrong, the offensive lines looked slightly better. The weekend gone weren't great in parts,
Yeah.
but like they've looked better than week 1, 2, 3. But yeah, I'm excited.
You having a bad hair day? What's with the hood?
I'm just not comfy, mate. But there we go. Is that better? That better for you? Got that?
A little bit, yeah.
I'm just scared of my grey hairs. That's what it
You've
is.
got some products in there as well, eh?
No. The problem with my hair is today is I've washed it yesterday, and I don't normally wash my hair for like 3 or 4 weeks or something because I'm fucking gross. But
Apparently it's healthier for your hair, right?
when I wash it, it just fucking goes all fluffy and I can't do anything with it, and it's really annoying. And I've took the age restriction off, so I'm going to try and not swear. Actually, I think that was it. I think you're allowed 1 F-bomb, and I'm fairly sure that was it. So I'm going to try my hardest. It'll probably fall to
Are
bits.
we allowed 1 F-bomb each, or just in the show?
Yeah, we'll just see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Do you want to get into some screenshot stats?
Yeah.
Oh. I was
Take
just,
it away.
I was-
Take it away.
I was
Take it
just
away.
going to steal your bit then.
You
Did you
take
see
it away.
that?
Take it away.
Do you find yourself, though, like in everyday life, just screenshot stats? I do it all the time.
Sometimes, yeah.
I genuinely just, like, I'll be making a brew or something, and I'll be like, screenshot stats. Gets to come ahead, but...
Get this viral. Get this viral.
Right.
I'll be on the Pat McAfee show.
Right, you ready?
Go on.
Right, let's get into some screenshot stats. You dick.
I thought you were taking away the trigger.
No.
We'll go again. Cut
Look,
two. Take 2.
Look,
Take
look,
2.
screenshot stats.
Take
We've got screenshot stats in the chat, man, and you're just
Take
letting
2.
everyone down.
Take 2. Take 2.
Right. Let's get into...
Screenshot stats.
I mean, that's as close as we're going to get it, man. Jesus Christ. Right, screenshot stats. Derek Carr is the first QB in history to lose to 31 teams.
Yeah, I saw that.
He plays the Raiders in a few weeks' time.
Could be 32.
Yep. Madness.
I mean, it's possible.
I mean, they're stinking the place out at the minute.
Well, they traded away all the players, didn't they? They're holding on to.
Marshawn Lattimore, man.
They're holding on to Crosby, aren't they?
Yeah, but he doesn't want to go.
That's true.
He's got like the Raiders tattooed on his arm and that.
Yeah, well, that man just wants to stay there. He loves it. His triangle face guard was mentally bandit.
I didn't realise how late he was drafted.
He was only from Eastern Michigan. Like, no one really heard about him.
I was watching a do you know Urinating Tree on YouTube? It's like a USA Sports
Urinating tree.
Urinating Tree.
No.
Oh, it's brilliant, mate. You should watch it. It's so
Urinating tree.
Urinating Tree. Is honestly watch it if you're interested in like NFL, like American sports. Go and check Urinating Tree out. It's brilliant. But
You have to spell that.
he was doing I'll send you a link. He was doing these videos where it was like revisiting the drafts. And the draft that we took N'Keal Harry in, have you seen some of the receivers that were took after N'Keal Harry?
What was that? 2019.
Yes.
So that was after N'Keal Harry.
Yeah.
What pick did you pick, Harry? Was it quite early on?
Oh, it was pure early. I think it was like it was first round. It was like 31, I think.
I was going to say, because I know that was 2019. Was that not the same draft as CD, Jerry Jeudy, Henry Ruggs?
No, it was. Are you ready?
Go on.
It was DK Metcalf,
Aye.
AJ Brown,
I'll miss.
Terry McLaurin,
Scary Terry, yeah.
Debo Samuel, Hunter Renfro, for what it's worth, Darius Slayton.
Hey, Hunter Renfro, I love me.
These are all guys that we took after we picked.
N'Keal Harry, who is now gone from a wide receiver to a tight end on the Vikings.
Yeah, it's rough, man. Couldn't catch a cold, that guy. Christ. Really quickly, the Charlotte first piece of merch. You guys needs to have screenshots on it. Yeah, I think screenshot stats are.
On like a pair of boxers.
No, you can't like segregate like half of the audience, man.
Are you trying to tell me women don't wear boxers?
Well, no, women.
That's sexism right there.
Women only wear boxers when they're used and yours for some reason. You ever had your
Okay,
miss
so
it?
guess what? We'll sell twice as many to men. And then
And then
women
they
can
use them and
still-
just give them away. Gonna think about the long game.
Exactly.
No, they'll just walk in and be like, "Oh, I'm wearing your boxers," and you're like, "Why?"
And then they'll just be like, screenshot stats.
No, say it properly.
And they'll be like, screenshot stats.
yeah, yeah, there it is. Man. Now, I think that's a good shout. Either screenshot stats or like Pittsburgh Feelers or something.
Can't have that on a pair of underwear. That's too far.
No, on a bra you can.
That's true. That's true.
We'll even it out.
We're selling underwear before we sell t-shirts here.
Hey, I'll be here for it. Everyone sells t-shirts.
We'll sell underwears in packs of 4.
Yeah. Right. Derrick Henry this season.
Yeah, he can go and crash into the ground very hard.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So he did pass 1,000 yards
He
this
did.
week.
He did, and he did it to spite me.
He did. Because you said he wouldn't do it all year,
Yep.
and it's week 9.
Yep.
Well, it's coming into week 10.
Yep.
Yeah. So rushes 168, first
Hey.
in the league.
I hope he gets another 2,000-yard rushing season now.
Well, he may as well. Hey, he's on pace, to be fair. 1,052 yards, which is first. Rushing touchdowns, 11, which is first in the league. The king.
Bloody hell.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I just get him 12 more TDs, get him to beat LaDainian Tomlinson's record.
This one's amazing.
Okay,
This one's genuinely amazing.
okay.
Right. The Chiefs won 2 Super Bowls between Daniel Jones's most recent 2 passing touchdowns at MetLife Stadium.
Poor Danny Dimes there.
The Chiefs literally won 2 Super Bowls in between his 2 touchdowns.
Don't
Just-
forget he was injured.
Just to be clear, that's his home stadium. He plays there every other week.
Yeah, but man has a tough time, you know. He likes to. They run the ball a lot. They had Saquon, don't forget.
Shut up. He's the quarterback. He should be scoring touchdowns more often than that. That's nuts. Let's see that one. Oh, Jalen Waddle might be the first player in football history with this stat line because he's in my fantasy team. 2 catches, negative 4 yards, 1 touchdown.
It's just a weird year this year, I think. I mean, if you think about it though, as weird as that sounds, he did have a negative 25-yard run after a catch.
You're fucking telling me I lost by 2 points, man. Them 20 yards cost me a win. Against Mark, I think. Mark, was it you I was playing this week?
Yeah,
I'm fairly
well,
sure I was
that's it.
playing Mark.
Because I think you got 137 point something and he ended up with like 140. Hey, look right.
Unbelievable.
He's the only man I know who's quick enough to run past people, but will run further backwards than forwards.
Aye. One thing I will say, going into the weekend, I had a 23% chance of winning. And at one point on Sunday, I had a 7% chance of winning. And then somehow lost by 3 points. So it wasn't all bad.
He still lost.
To be honest, I didn't even look after us in that. I closed the app and then that was it.
What was the app?
Yeah. And I woke up the next day. Yeah, Mark won by 2 points. Open the app next day. I was like, holy shit, that was close. What happened? Caught up on all the highlights and that. I was like, are you fucking kidding me,
Hey,
Jada
it's a good
Waddle?
thing you didn't put Xavier Worthy on either.
No, no.
He had like negative yards for 2 carries.
Yeah. Yikes. Speed and everything.
It's not. Slow and steady wins the race.
I'm just building for the draft now.
I've already given up to like April.
We need to make it what's it called where like you draft every year and you have like 4 keepers.
Oh, you want about Keeper League?
Keeper
Dynasty.
League. Dynasty. We need to make that because then I can just tank and get like better picks than that.
That's not how that works because I randomize it.
Even on a keeper. Like, if it
Yeah.
was like a dynasty league,
Yeah.
that's bullshit. The last guy should get first pick.
No, I randomize it all the time.
No, that's wrong.
It's either it does it in an order or I randomize it. It usually does it in order that you enter the league.
You can change the order though.
I had a look to try and set it up this time to try and put myself 5th overall pick.
Did you actually?
Yeah, but I couldn't have randomised it. Made it.
Fucking hell. Mark D Hop pulled it close on Monday night. Yeah, well,
Well, that man's back here. And you traded him away, didn't you?
yeah.
B literally dropped him. You picked him up and then traded him to D, didn't you? Or
Yeah, I picked him back up.
Oh, did you
Oh,
do
no.
it?
No. I picked Calvin Ridley up.
No, that was it.
Yeah. I always get them two mixed up, man. Right. Players on impressive statistical paces midway through the season. Right. Lamar Jackson. He's on pace for 4,494 yards, 38 passing touchdowns, 4 picks, and 954 rushing yards. It would be the first quarterback ever with 4,000 plus passing yards and 800 plus rushing yards in a single season.
Well, I mean, what do you mean? The man had an 1,127-yard rushing season one year.
Mm.
Which I don't believe he didn't get over 4,000 yards passing. Must have been close. Must have been like 3.
Yeah, man. Derrick Henry on pace for 1,987 rushing yards and 25 touchdowns.
I say we just cancel this year. Give the Ravens a Super Bowl. And we'll start again next year.
That your Derrick Henry shout is like the epitome of our podcaster.
Yeah.
It's like literally like define our podcast in one line, and it's you going, Derrick Henry won't make 1,000 yards this year, and him hitting it in week 9.
Those first 2 weeks when he was kept under 100 yards, I was like, I told you.
Yeah.
This was not spite because he didn't come to Dallas because we didn't even look at him.
Yeah, my fantasy team looked. I was worried. If I'm being honest, like I was scared at that point.
Got
But
to the point where it was like I should have taken Saquon.
I know, man. I genuinely was like that. Speaking of which, Saquon Barkley on pace for 1,966 rushing yards. It will be the most in a single season in Eagles history. Also on pace for 17 touchdowns.
That's mental though when you consider there hasn't been that many 2,000-yard rushers, right? And Derrick Henry's like 1986 or 1987, well 1,987 yards should I say instead of the year, and he won't even be the leading rusher for the Ravens. Jamal Lewis.
Yeah, great man. Brock Bowers on pace for 108 receptions, which will be the most ever by a rookie tight end. I mean, he is the only person to throw to on the Raiders. But on pace for 1,096 receiving yards.
Hey, that's not true. They've got that other tight end that they also drafted last year, Michael Mayer.
Oh yes, I don't mind him. To be fair,
No, I
don't mind him.
A bit of Michael Mayer.
Fun fact while we're on about tight ends, our leading receiver is Hunter Henry with 400 yards.
And you drafted 2 receivers this year as well.
Patriots football, baby.
Might as well just play a 3 tight end set every play.
Yeah, well, basically, most of the time we're in at least a 2 tight end set. Cooper and Henry are always out there. Like
There's no one else.
we were, we got to the point where we were playing the Titans on Sunday, and I was texting Si, and I texted him. I was like, "Holy shit! Look at that empty set," because it looked so unnatural that like
Yeah.
we had an empty set on the field. I was like, "Where's the running back at?" We just play. I mean, I don't know. I can't remember what happened with the player, but yeah, it was so fucking weird. Yeah, yeah. He went to hand the ball off and dropped it. It was like, oh shit, yeah, no running back. Right, Dexter Lawrence on pace for 17 sacks would be tied fourth all time by a D tackle in a single season.
Sexy Dexy.
Aye, I mean, he's been there shining light this year, hasn't he? Let's face it.
He's always been shining light.
Yeah, he is sexy. Sexy D tackle club. Doesn't work, does it?
William the Fridge Perry.
God almighty. It was in the Bears keep trying to fucking replicate him by running the ball with a fucking lineman or something, man. Just let it go, man.
I'd love it. Remember the Chiefs did it with Don Terry Poe.
Oh, he threw a touchdown. Aye.
Everyone thought he was going to run it in.
Trey Hendrickson on pace for 20.5 sacks will be the most in a single season by a Bengals player.
Hey, that's a dangerous man on the edge. Like,
He's been.
do you know what I like? Shit, he doesn't wear gloves.
We might talk about him a little bit later.
Oh.
A little bit later. Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. Don't.
Oh,
Don't do it. Don't do it.
Why?
I've just seen it over my shoulder
Why?
because I know which one it is.
Right. Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen heads into Sunday's game with Miami Dolphins, trailing O.J. Simpson by one rushing touchdown for the second most in franchise history at 57. Allen also trails Simpson by one in the category of double homicide.
How do you know?
Screenshot stats.
How do you know?
I mean, it. Don't know.
Maybe when Josh Allen was in Wyoming, maybe he's killed a few people.
Maybe. I mean, that would be nuts, wouldn't it? Because he's a nice guy. Yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
Did he rush a touch? No, he didn't. He didn't rush a touchdown against the Dolphins, did he?
Rush a touchdown. Score a rushing touchdown or run a touchdown in.
Just leave me alone. I'm tired.
Rush a touchdown.
Did he? Did he?
I don't know.
Did he score? I can't
I
remember.
don't think he did.
Oh, here we go. So, most rushing yards in week 9, right? Number 1, Saquon with 159. Number 9, Josh Jacobs and Drake May with 95.
Is that for the game?
Just for the week, yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, because I'm
Yeah.
looking at that thinking, how is Saquon won if Derrick Henry's leading the league?
Yeah. Derrick Henry was joint 6th with 106. So really, Drake May only ran for 11 yards less than Derrick Henry did.
Just what you want your
I only
quarterback
screenshot that because Drake May was in it.
to do. Was he? Is he in the bottom?
Yes, that. It's
Oh
9th.
God, he's number 9.
Yeah. Most receiving yards in week 9, Jackson Smith and Jigba,
Yeah, man.
wide receiver number 2 in Seattle. Told you. Because you and you and Dill were like, oh no, what about Tyler Lockett? And I was like, nah, JSN. Yeah, man. 180 yards. Jefferson second with 137. Bottom of the top 10 there, Roma Dunze with 104. And
JSN just suck nipples.
well, I haven't got anything to say against it. Yeah, can't argue with that.
We have a lot of breast-related jokes. I've realised.
Yeah, we do. We just love boobs, man. The
So much I've got me on.
the boobsy boobs podcast. Most passing yards: Geno Smith 363, 10th Derek Carr 236. In between there, Stafford, Mahomes, Donald, Herbert, Jackson, Love, Burrow, Rudolph. Because everyone we play turns into Tom Brady.
Yep.
Most receiving yards per game in NFL history. Top Justin Jefferson 98.3.
It's mental.
Crazy, innit?
Trying not to drop my F-bomb here.
Listen to this for company, right? So Justin Jefferson, top all time, 98.3. Calvin Johnson, 86.1. Antonio Brown, 84.2. Julio Jones, 82.6. Tyreek Hill, 80.2. Not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Not bad. Don't mean to bore you, mate. But... the Lions are the only team in the NFL with both a top 5 scoring defense and a top 5 scoring offense. Not a bad recipe, is it?
No, go Michigan.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. So most touchdowns scored through week 9. The Ravens top with 34, Lions 32, Bills 31, Bucks 31. The least, the Dolphins with 12, Giants 14, Browns 15, Patriots 15, Titans 15. It's rough.
Dallas 16.
The Bengals 28.
Yeah, they haven't
It's
seen.
just
they've
their
had-
defense, man.
They've just had so many like 5, 6 scoring games.
Yeah, it's rough
5
for
or
them,
6
eh?
touchdown scoring games.
Right, I don't know if you want this one.
Oh, go on, why not?
One fact about each NFL team.
Okay.
Right, tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and find the actual page because I've screenshotted over the volume bar on my phone. I can't see the end. Right, here we go. Right, 49ers invented the shotgun formation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bill Walsh.
Cowboys, most consecutive winning seasons with 20.
Yeah, boy.
Lions, the only NFC team with 0 Super Bowl appearances until this year, I think.
Prediction.
Yeah.
Put your money on it.
All right. How much?
25 quid.
All right. I'll do that. The Bucks undefeated in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
It's easy when you've been to one.
Hey, look, 100% record.
Yeah.
Big Sam Allardyce is England manager. 1 game, 1 win.
Yeah, David Nugent in the 90th minute as well, I think. The Eagles, the former owner Bert Bell created the NFL draft.
Oh, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't either. The LA Rams, the only team to win championships in 3 cities, which is cool. What are the 3 cities? St. Louis, LA.
Where were the Rams before? Was it not Missouri?
Well, that's a state. I don't know that one.
No.
Mark, where's the
Get on
Rams
Google
played out
now.
of?
We don't pay you for this laziness.
Fact checker, come on, Mark. Where's the Rams played out of? Green Bay, the team is publicly owned. I didn't know that either. Seattle, only team to play in the AFC and the NFC Championship. The Saints, founded on All Saints Day.
Yeah, that's a good name.
The Bears, no Bears quarterback has thrown 5,000 plus yards in a season.
Yeah,
That's a
that one.
classic one, yeah. The Falcons, the oldest US pro team with 0 championships. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Because I'm guessing the oldest US pro team is just all sports.
It must be, yeah.
Crazy. Didn't they not win a Super Bowl?
Yep.
They were like 28-3 up after 3 quarters, weren't they?
Every goddamn time.
It's a good one, though. We're sad now. We've got to enjoy the good days, right? New York Giants invented the spike celebration. I mean, yeah, just threw the ball at the ground. Well done.
Hey, Gronk, Gronk took that, so you've got to thank the Giants for Gronk celebrating.
Gronk would have done it anyways, man. The Commies, first NFL team with a marching band. The Cards, no, all right, okay. The oldest team in the NFL.
Cards.
There it is. The Carolina Panthers originally played at Clemson Stadium. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. The Ravens, named after Edgar Allan Poe's poem, The Raven. I knew that. Did you know that?
Yep.
The Bills, named after US soldier Buffalo Bill Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Kansas City Chiefs, the longest field goal in Super Bowl history, 57 yards. That was last year, wasn't it? Harrison Butker. Yeah. The Texans are the youngest NFL franchise. The Cleveland Browns, named after the first coach, Paul Brown. The Miami Dolphins, only team with an undefeated season. Not strictly true. We just lost in the Super Bowl. And our unbeaten season was when it was more games as well. So you suck my ass.
Not salty at all about something that happened.
No. The Pittsburgh Steelers, the only team to win back-to-back Super Bowls twice. I didn't know that one.
Bloody hell.
The Cincinnati Bagels, named after the Bengals store, not the animal. Ah. So why have they got the animal print on the fucking jerseys then?
Who the fuck was buy a helmet that's got a stove on it?
That's fair, yeah. You just put a bagel on there, man. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Mark, where are you at with this?
Nations like fucking.
Mark, where are you
that
at
was
with the
my F-bomb,
Rams?
That was my F-bomb. Like
Ah.
cream cheese, salmon on rice,
Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Yeah, all right.
Yeah, I think so.
The Jags only NFL stadium with a pool. Have you seen that? It's quite cool.
With a pool.
A pool. Like you can sit in the pool on like the stadium and watch them. It's just unfortunate that the football's crap.
Well, that's like the Bucks, isn't it? It's the only stadium that's got a firing cannon at ship in it, should I say?
That's awesome, though. Hey, our guys fire muskets in the air when we score. They just don't score very often.
We just have a Salvation Army pot to jump into.
You do. At least you know when you're playing. Like, you play every year, don't you? On Thanksgiving.
Aye.
Like, you know you're going to be the prime time game. And fucking sexy
Oh,
dolly.
that was a second death bomb.
Shit, sorry.
And again.
Oh, sorry.
We're gonna get cancelled.
Sexy Dolly Parton comes out at 86-year-old. Did you see her last year?
I did, yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. I felt things.
Oh, you'd break a hip, wouldn't you?
It's made out of titanium.
Wait, you'd have a go. No, to be fair, it looks great for her age. She looked. She just couldn't stand up for very long, could she? Bless her. She kept leaning on the set. She's an old
It has
woman.
to be a missionary night, wouldn't it?
Yeah, just lay there and watch the dust come. Moving on.
Jesus.
The Indianapolis Colts. The longest regular season winning streak with 23. I did not know that. We must have got close. That 2007, 2008, 2006, 2007.
So they're not 0 and 17 or something undefeated.
No, we went 20. I'm sure we went 20 odd. Like we just
Didn't get 23.
the back end of 26 into 27. I think. I don't know. I can't remember. Might have to fact check that.
26 into 27.
No, did I say, is that what I said?
Yeah.
Oh, 6 or 7, sorry. Right, the Raiders, they do not retire jersey numbers. Well, that's because they've got no one worth retiring. probably.
Hey.
Go on there,
They've
do.
got some Rich Gannon.
All right.
Ken Stabler?
The Denver Broncos.
Casper?
I'm fairly sure there's a really...
Tim Brown?
there's one that I know of. I can't really think of who it is.
The cornerback, Jack Tatum?
No,
He used to put stickum on his. He used to tape his hands and put his hands in stickum.
I don't know.
This was the 70s when you could hit someone.
The world's gone mad.
This was back in the day when you could commit murder and because you had a helmet on, it was fine.
Yeah, you could commit double homicide, but because you were a football player and your glove didn't fit you, you're all right.
That was only the 90s.
Well, yeah, great player though.
He was. Hey, can't take nothing away when the juice was on the field.
Yeah.
2,000-yard rusher.
Jesus wept.
Juice is loose.
The Broncos, the first AFL team to beat an NFL team. There you go. Yeah.
What's from Tim Tebow?
The Jets, the Jets, the longest active playoff drought.
Yep.
It's buckle up, Jets, because it didn't come anytime soon. The Titans, originally named the Oilers, which we knew. Yeah, Houston. The Chargers, named after credit card charges. What? That's not right, is it?
You're reading it off your screenshot stats.
Oh yeah, that's. I don't like that. And the Patriots, most Super Bowl appearances, 11.
That's not going to last.
Yeah, it is. At least for another few years. And
Dallas will get there 3 years back to back in about 2 years' time.
that brings us to the end of Screenshot Stats, B-Dog.
It's always a shame when it ends there.
Yeah. But
Goodbye, farewell.
auf Wiedersehen, adieu.
I was trying to sing Bear in the Big Blue House.
Oh, go again.
Still at the moment's passed.
No, it's goodbye, goodbye, my friends, goodbye. That's what it is. You sang the wrong song, not me.
I haven't watched Bear in the Big Blue House since I was like 6.
It's elite.
It is a good show, though.
Milkshake in the morning. Remember, got up for school, got dressed, fired milkshake on, Noddy, Bear in the big blue house, Balamori, unreal.
What's the story? Yeah.
What's the story? It's coming back, huh?
Arson.
Aye.
Right, we're getting off topic here.
Binge watching that. Yeah, sorry, sorry. Oh god, Matt screenshots that. Appreciate it. Where's Mark out with this Rams info?
I reckon.
We need to start paying him because what's happened is he's on strike.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's what's happened. He's on
Writer's
strike.
We
Disgusting.
promised to let you out for sunlight.
Sometimes. Right, B Dog, as it's in the title, would you like to go through some?
Hey, saying that actually, last night Mark got 2 interceptions on Lewis last night in training.
Did he?
Got 2 picks.
Big Mark, I love that. What? Go on, run through the player then. We may as well run through the player.
What, the player for the picks?
Straight to him, or
Yeah, it's pretty much, yeah.
ah,
He literally, well, the first one, Mike was playing cornerback, he just literally threw it, and Mark just went, thank you, and then ended up on the floor.
got to be in the right place.
And then the last one, Mark dropped back into coverage and picked him off.
Oh, nice, nice. Love that. That's because of all the information he gets from watching this. It just makes him a better football player. Clearly.
Yep.
While we're having a little bit of a change in subject, if you could like the video, that'd be massively appreciated. Keep messages coming in because that really helps as well. Questions, comments, whatever you like. We kind of like interacting with you, so appreciate them. What I would like to get into, B Dog, is MVP prediction, offensive, defensive player of the year prediction, and comeback player of the year prediction.
Okay.
I'd like a realistic one and a sleeper that you kind of like as an outsider.
Okay.
All right, so we'll get into that,
Okay.
and yeah, so we'll go comeback player of the year first.
Okay.
So realistically, who are you going?
Aaron Rodgers.
Really? I was gonna say,
Just knew you were going to
Christ,
kick off
oh.
at Karen then, like.
Karen, Jesus Christ.
No, I think
Just to be clear, we've not.
Kirk Cousins.
Yeah.
Mm,
We've not wrote any notes or anything. I told B Dog about half an hour, no, probably an hour or so before you came, that we were doing this. So we've got no notes. We're just off the cuff on it.
yeah, I think Kirk Cousins.
My choice is Joe Burrow.
That's a really good one.
Yeah, I think he's been class, and his defense just let him down, unfortunately. My outsidey chance, probably not going to happen, but I like it. He's Gonzo, Christian Gonzalez. He's been outstanding for
I'll
us.
go with Dre Greenlaw.
Oh yeah, that's not bad. That's not a bad.
They're out there a little bit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, don't mind
not
that.
putting on his defense.
Don't mind that.
Probably Victoria's ACL jumping up.
We got any predictions? Fire them in the chat. We really appreciate it. So offensive player of the year, realistically, and then kind of a sleeper.
Offensive player of the year so far is probably going to be.
Put your pride aside. Come on.
My pride's nowhere near this. You think I'm picking a star? I'm just.
Jesus Christ. Well, mine's Derrick Henry because that's the right answer. Realistically, he's going to be offensive player of the year. Surely to God.
Well, it could happen, but he might just get. He might get MVP and then not get offensive player.
They give MVP to the quarterback though, don't they?
Well,
I would give him it.
Adrian Peterson was the last running back to win MVP.
Yeah, and when did he stop playing?
2019.
When was he good?
That's harsh. AD was good from start to finish.
What did you call him?
AD.
No, what did you call him first?
AP.
Yeah,
AD though.
in 4K. In 4K. Yeah, no, but I mean like height of his powers.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh well, he won the MVP in 2009. I think it was 2000.
yeah, exactly. So like you're talking
No, it was
nearly
20
50.
2012, I think it was.
Well, you're talking nearly 15 years. Well, 12 years.
Hey, look, anything can happen.
I just don't think it will.
Ellie
But
Golden said that.
right.
Was it Ellie Golden?
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Yeah. Jesus Christ. Right. Who are you picking then, B-Dog?
For offensive player of the year,
Yeah.
I'll probably go with. Honestly, it is difficult. I might even go. See, I don't know because Lamar started off really cold. I know Derek Henry's obviously the main front runner, but I think it's Saquon.
Okay. And
Saquon's done way more for the offense than Derek Henry has for his offense.
fair enough. Yeah, don't mind that at all. Sleeper.
Sleeper for the offensive MVP. I'm gonna go with Jane Daniels.
I'm gonna go because he's nailed on to get Rookie of the Year. I think. I'm gonna go sleeper Geno Smith.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one as well, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, right. Defensive Player of the Year. Now this one's a little bit tougher, I think.
At the moment, it's gonna be Trey Hendrickson, isn't
Yeah,
it?
exactly. Yeah, that's what I think. What is it? 11 sacks or something? On pace for 21 or something.
But I think sleeper, Sexy Dexy. I don't think they'll give it to a D tackle.
Yeah, no, I agree. I'd agree with that. I think that's fair. Or Xavier McKinney.
Yeah.
He's been
Packers,
lights
he's been
out.
Mental at the Packers, yeah.
Yeah, that's my sleeper, Xavier McKinney. I think he's been absolutely class.
Just want to see a D tackle win a defensive.
It's a shame for them because they never get anything, the line
No,
guys.
no, they do so much.
The
they
line
work
guys
so
get
hard.
nothing, man.
You know, all they do is eat and work out and eat
And get
play-
paid.
They get paid loads of money, and then they
Yeah.
retire and they lose all the weight and they've got six packs. And,
Yeah, they're stacked and rich.
yeah.
Bastards. It's not a swear. And finally, what did I say?
MVP.
Oh, MVP. Right, so it's going to be Lamar.
No, I think it might be Saquon.
Do you?
Mm.
Why?
Just, I mean, if you look at that team, right, how poor has the passing been in Philadelphia?
Well, no, but you can die.
But
You
Lamar-
can't win it with less yards than Derrick Henry. Look, this is only halfway. There's a good chance that in the second half of the season, he does better and ends up with more yards
Yep.
and stuff like that.
But it's the passing and running, it's the catching and running
Yeah,
that
yeah.
makes Saquon.
No, that's fair. Yeah, that's fair.
And I think when it comes to the end of it, he'll be the most valuable player in the NFL.
We have to talk about the backwards hurdle.
Well, yeah, we do. I mean,
Oh, we're getting onto that a little bit later, right? Sorry.
it's all right. He's already listed off all my studs and duds already and talking. before
Oh,
we got
see,
to-
you spoiled that now because I didn't do that.
But no, yeah, I mean, to duke out a man, spin a man, and then jump backwards over him Mario style.
Crazy.
Like it wasn't like he was spinning. Didn't even like put another foot down before he planted both his feet.
Facing that way and jumped over a guy that way.
Yeah.
It was crazy. If you haven't seen it, Google Saquon Barkley
hurdle.
backwards hurdle or something. It'll come up. It was nuts. That is the second craziest play I've seen last week after Drake Mays at the end of the game. My sleeper for MVP is Josh Allen because his team stinks and he's got them like he's dragged them through like the first 5 weeks of the season to the point where they're at now and they're kind of playing football a bit. He's dragged that. If he wasn't the quarterback on that team, they would be nowhere.
Yeah, I can see that. I guess.
Yeah, no.
And I think my sleeper for MVP is Shake and Bake.
Oh yeah, I don't mind that. Shout. Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Again, taking what he's got.
Yeah,
and
no,
being
yeah.
phenomenal every game.
Yeah, all of his players are dead. Yes, Mark. LA Rams were Cleveland Rams originally. 1980, won in 1945. Sorry, being earning money seeing it's just yeah, it's okay, mate.
This is just his unpaid internship.
Yeah, currently
You're
unpaid.
getting paid an experience here.
One day we'll chuck you a free T-shirt when we get around to making them.
What do you mean? We're gonna have him as it's not CEO. What's the one below CEO? Is it CPO, CBO,
I don't know.
Chief Branch Officer?
Yeah, we'll give him a title. If we ever end up monetizing and stuff, Mark can come on board.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Because
Won't
we'd be
be fine
we'd
job.
be stuck without him, and we'd
You're damn right we would.
we'd chuck about a few things just for cheerleading.
Yeah. He can be social media manager.
Yeah. Hey, I'll be up for letting him do that. To be honest, I'll be up for letting him do that.
But yeah, we'll have Mark will be like. Have you ever seen the interview?
Yes.
Mark could be like the Seth Rogen character. He'd be the one that would keep us straight
Yeah.
to make sure we don't do anything too stupid.
Yeah.
And
Well-
we'd be lost without him.
It just ended up caving to the culture and just joining us a bit. Right, we need to get a shift on B-Dog because we're pushing times, man.
All right, let's smash on with these studs and duds.
Let's get studs and duds.
Play the jingle.
Studs and duds.
Wow.
Matt can run the socials. It was his job at one point. Oh, well, do you know what? Send your CV at nerdyflpod@gmail.com.
Unpaid internship.
Yeah.
We'll tax you though.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, man.
We got gear to pay for to give out for free.
No, hey, get in touch, mate. I'll give you the Google Drive, and you'll have access to all the videos and stuff, and you can do with that whatever you please. It doesn't bother me at all. Right, studs and duds.
Right. Okay. Go. New studs.
Studs. Just to clarify, I'm on AFC again this week.
Yep.
You are back on NFC,
Back on the Nuffer.
and then next week we'll switch it again and
switch it
keep
again,
switching and keep switching. Rough one for me, if I'm being honest, because
Alright.
it seems like when I've got the AFC, they all stink. But stud number one, Garrett Wilson. Jets won 21-13 to the Texans. 9 of 10 targets for 90 yards. He was one shy of Devante, who had 91 yards, but his catches to targets ratio was up on him. And he also scored 2 nuts touchdowns.
Yeah, he did.
Both one-handed. Crazy. One of them, I think, wasn't in, if I'm being honest. But you can't take anything away from the catch. We spoke about it the week before. He went nuts against the Patriots.
Yeah.
And then again this week, he's kind of stacking them games.
Man's going nuts wearing long sleeve jerseys.
Well, whatever works, right?
Hey, man's got swag.
Do you think it's Devante coming in and him having to work for his job, but also learning from him?
I think that as well, but it's also now the only threat isn't Garrett Wilson.
Yeah. Yeah, so I know when we played them, Gonzo was lined up on Devante Adams, so the second best cornerback really is getting Garrett Wilson, and he's getting a little bit of joy from that.
So it's going to be an interesting team. The Jets could make it to the playoffs still.
Another one. Just you need to trust me, and I've said this a million times. They will always find a way to be the Jets.
Maybe they could make it and then get out immediately, but at least they made it.
They won't, mate.
Do you reckon you'll make a playoffs before the Jets do?
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's wait and see, ladies and gentlemen.
I think not next year, the year after we make the playoffs.
So 2026.
Yep. We might sneak in next year.
Needs to buy a wide receiver first.
Yeah, I think we'll pick one up. Have you seen the free agency this year? It's crazy.
You got enough money to pay?
No, we've got the most cap in the league. We've got about 400 million or something. Just no one needs to come to us, man. I'm hoping Drake May shown enough though that receivers are going to go, oh, they've got a quarterback, I'll go there.
You hope so. Don't you?
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Like, because we chucked a load of money at Calvin Ridley, Brandon Ayuk. Who else did we go in for?
Mike Williams.
Maybe, yeah, I can't remember.
Oh, that's the third F-bomb, Kev. We're getting demonetized.
No, if we were monetized, I'll be a lot better with it. Don't worry about it. Yeah. Anyways, I just think if you've got a quarterback, it's a lot of the,
Yeah.
Right. Stud number 2, Trey Hendrickson.
Ooh.
Yeah, 141-24 against the Raiders. 7 QB hits with 4 sacks, a forced fumble. He's up to 11 sacks on the season after a career high of 17.5 last year, which we spoke about before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolute beast. Front runner for defensive player of the year, in my opinion. But yeah, 7 QB hits for 4 sacks is crazy.
Mental.
Crazy. And my stud number 1, sticking in Cincinnati, I've gone Joe Burrow. Shiesty baby. I keep saying Bengals and
Bagels.
it's the Bagels. 141-24 against the Raiders, just like Hendrickson did, funnily enough. 27 for 39, 251 yards, 5 touchdowns. Did throw a pick, was only sacked once. 5 touchdowns, crazy though. He's carried his team all year, to be honest, and he blew up this week. But yeah, they are the AFC studs of the week.
Right, okay, then let's just get straight into it. So I was going for my studs. So I've got the Washington Commanders.
No, it's fair enough.
Sorry, the Washington Commies.
The commies, you got the commies.
Obviously, they beat the Giants.
Is this off rip?
Yeah, I've got stats memorized.
All right, okay.
They beat the Giants, which, it's the Giants, but still, it's a interdivisional match, which can always go a funny way.
Yeah, it's a decent Giants defense, to be fair.
Yeah. Obviously, Jaden had a pretty decent game, like he always does. But another thing they've done is now they're top. You know, they've got the best chance of being in the division champion, they're making it to the playoffs, which they haven't done since 2012. Sorry, 2020, not 2012. Sorry, 2020. They've also just picked up Marshawn Lattimore from the Saints.
Yeah, what a steal that is.
Bolstering that
What
defense.
a steal that is. What was
Going-
it? Fourth round pick?
Fourth round pick, so they're going for that playoff potential push
Yeah, man.
because they believe. Excuse me. Right. Number 2. Number 2.
Number 2.
You absolute child. Lost my train of thought. Number 2, I've got Just Suck Nipples.
Justin Tucker. I don't know. No, that's ridiculous. This is the AFC.
JSN.
Oh, right, okay. Oh, yeah, you literally just said that before. I'm tired, all right. But
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
they all come round to the JSN train.
Obviously, he was 9 for 13, or 180 yards and 2 TDs in that game. Filling in for a DK Metcalf who was missing, and absolutely balling out.
Yeah, man.
Which is what you like to see. Gino lobbing that ball as well. You know, almost 200 yards to him.
Yeah.
Mental.
Uh,
We've also got number 1 for my studs is Saquon Barkley, 199 yards from scrimmage. He had 149 on the ground, I believe it was, or 146 on the ground rushing. Jumped over a man backwards to hurdle.
I was going to say, mention what really counts.
Phenomenal. He had 1 catch. No, he had a few. He had 3 out of 4 receptions for 40 yards on the ground, I think it was.
Crazy, man. Yeah, good job off rip. Well done. Good job.
Professional.
That's like the opposite of being professional. That isn't what you were saying with that.
What was wrong?
Hey, nothing was wrong. Let's just stay in our lane. Is what I'm saying. We're not professional. All right. It's funny because a little bit of news coming soon regarding some activities in the summer with some other podcasts. B-Dog.
Yeah.
Can't say too much right now,
I'm going to save it for you.
but yeah, we've got some stuff coming up in the summer with some other podcasts. But
Tasty stuff.
yes, when this came up because when I speak to other podcasts, or when like other podcasts shout us out on like YouTube or TikTok, they always say, "Go and check them out. Them guys out. They're really fun. They're really professional." And I always think, if you knew I'll just wheel the table through from a dining room into the kitchen, fire a camera up and a green screen and get going, and then just talk crap with no notes for an hour and a half. Realistically, that is what
We like to give our opinions. We like to have a bit of fun. You know, we give some stats here and
Yeah,
there.
we're not going to be stat heavy. That's why we do screenshot
The point is,
stats.
people are going to have their own opinions. We just like, you know what I mean? We like to.
In my opinion,
Here's a few stats. Here's our opinions about it. Here's what we think. What do you think? Get in touch with us. Let us know. We want to have some debates.
we want to be the sat in the pub and just having a crack about football. Not if you want stats, go and watch the NFL Network.
Yeah.
Go if you want professional like analysis, go and watch the professionals do it. Like that's not what we are. But yeah, so Matt, a future collab. I'm not going to say too much, but yeah, pretty exciting. And
It's gonna be a bit exhausting for us, isn't it?
yeah, it's gonna be hard work, but we're gonna get there. We're gonna get it done, and yeah, we're gonna kind of be big class, to be honest.
It is. We'll take you with us as well. Don't worry.
We will.
Keep you informed when it comes to
We will. Right, duds. Number 1, Alex Van Pelt. Do you know who Alex Van Pelt is?
It sounds like a stripper.
Huh?
It sounds like a stripper.
Nope. Yeah, may as well be. He is the offensive coordinator for the New England Patriots. When you said before about play calls screwing you up and like play to the system without the players to do so, that is exactly what this guy's doing. Idiot. Absolute idiot, right? So,
No harsh feelings.
fucking stupid, man. End of the first half. We've got the ball. We've got about a minute and a half, I think. We make about 30 yards through the air. He then runs the ball 3 times, takes it to 4th down, punts the ball back to them, and they've got 30 odd seconds on the clock. And you're like, what are you doing? We've got a chance to get down the field and score, and he just starts running the ball and like But it's not even just that. Like the player designs are just so obvious, and like if there was one guy that should lose his job in that organization, it's him. Yeah, it's him. I'm getting sick of it, and it's just like he's been an offensive coach for 20 or 30 years in the NFL. I think he was at like Cleveland, Cincinnati.
Cleveland.
No, he was at Cleveland last. He was at Cincinnati, Pittsburgh. I think he's been at like decent teams. Pittsburgh, sorry. But he's never been a player caller, which speaks volumes, doesn't it? And we can see why now, because he's a fucking idiot. Sorry, that's an F-bomb, yeah.
There's the fourth one, yep.
Sorry, we need to start, like...
Take me away.
We need to start having, like, some kind of thing for, like, F-bombs.
We need a counter.
Yeah.
That's what we need. We don't need something to stop us.
Tell you what we'll do.
I'll bring an air horn in.
We'll have a counter, quid in, every time there's an F-bomb. And when we get enough to buy someone Madden or some merch or something, we'll send some merch out.
Yeah, do you know what we could do, actually? If we do that, and then if we do an end-of-year quiz, whoever wins that...
Ah, that's good. Not if, by the way, we are doing one.
I don't know if it's been announced.
No, well, it hasn't been announced. Do you want to announce it?
Yeah, cool. We're doing an end-of-year quiz for the viewers, and whoever wins will get whatever money we throw in from all of our curses.
Yeah, I think that's fair.
But it would be nice if someone could count the curses for us.
Yeah.
So we don't have to constantly just be throwing pounds in.
I think next week we'll be on it. We'll have a little counter. I'll have a little tally on a bit of paper, and we'll count them from there. But yep, quiz probably the week in between the end of the playoffs and the Super Bowl.
So the Pro Bowl.
Pro Bowl week.
Pro Bowl week.
Pro Bowl week. It's going to be on Kahoot. If any of you have heard of, do you know what Kahoot is?
I do love a bit of Kahoot.
Everyone can just join the room, and then the winner wins. Multiple choice, a lot of them. Otherwise, you're just going to have to guess. But yeah, I'm going to start writing that very soon because it's not.
Are we going to do that then? Can we do like a Kahoot on the screen, and then like we'll be stood up with microphones and we'll play it like we're
Proper host.
Yeah.
To be honest, mate, I thought you would want to play.
I don't want to take away the money from these people.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Because if we put all the money in and then I end up winning, could you imagine the backlash?
Fair enough.
Brandon, your vibrator mic needs new batteries. Can't hear you.
Get your mic turned up, man.
Thanks, Mother. I appreciate that.
There we go. Yeah, so stay tuned for that.
Plus, my vibrator's hand operated.
Yeah, I wonder what.
It's like a rechargeable battery.
I wonder what the buzzer was. Did you see the comment on YouTube the other day on one of our shorts?
No.
Oh God. So we had a comment on one of the shorts that I put out, and the guy said like something there that was really funny or whatever. It was like, but their mics kind of look like something.
Giant penises.
I was like, yeah, we opted for the dick mics. And he was like, that is so funny. I was like, yeah, well, we went for the dick mics. It was a on purpose decision.
Yes, you're damn right it was.
Right.
I'm not ashamed to say it was my decision.
Yeah. Well, you said to me like pink or black, and I was like pink, but I didn't want to say that in case you wanted like black or something. So I was like, oh, it's up to you, mate. It's up to you. But
Let's go for the penises.
I'm pink all day, me. Right. Dud number 2, famous Jameis.
My guy.
After saving the Browns last week, stunk out the place this week. 26 for 46, 235 yards, 1 touchdown, but 3 picks. Averaged just 5 yards a pass and remained under constant pressure without an answer. He was sacked 6 times and had a QB rating of 27.9.
See, you know what the problem is though, is that, you know, we know famous Jameis, right? If he has a couple of good games, he has to have a bad one.
Well, this is what I said, didn't I? This is what I said when you were going to pick them to win. I was like, no, he played well last week.
Yeah, he's going to suck this week.
Which means get your money on him to be player of the week this week coming.
Yeah, he's going to be
class.
Yeah, he's going to go for that MVP caliber.
He really is. Why does he do that? It's crazy.
The man's just forever like a 75% player. He's 100% 2 weeks and then 50% the week after.
Yeah, he really is. But it's all or nothing. Mrs. Walsh told you this when you bought the pink ones. Well, they look like dicks.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, why would you not choose a dick mic?
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Exactly,
man. Right, dud number 3, Malachi Corley.
I'm going to plug this in to make sure it's properly in. There we go.
It is.
Malachi Corley. I wonder what this could be.
So my notes is Malachi Corley because ha 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 ha. You see the play?
Yeah, he dropped the ball on the 1 yard line. He
So-
caught it, ran 25 yards, and then dropped it before he got in the end zone to celebrate, which we've seen multiple times in the NFL.
Yeah. But then why not learn?
Because rookies want to be like, oh yeah, look at me, I'm going to celebrate like this.
You
and-
dumbass. Again, if you don't know this, get on Google. Google Malachi Corley.
Drop.
He's a no one, so that's the only thing that'll come up, to be honest.
Oh,
But-
wow, that's harsh.
Plays on the Jets, mate. Originally, that said Jets. Ha 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 ha. But I was like, no, I'll focus on this because I could have went on for an hour and a half
Oh,
about
I'll
the
be
Jets.
back. Old
But-
age getting me.
That is the AFC duds.
Right, my duds this week. I've got number 3, the Giants, because they lost. But what they also did, right, is Tyrone Tracy, who's taken over from Devin Singletary at the back, right?
Mm-hmm.
First quarter had 50 rushing yards in the first quarter alone, right?
Yep.
They then proceed to not run the ball. Oh, sorry. They then proceed to run the ball less times in quarters 2, 3, and 4 combined than they did in the
Why
first.
did you do that, man? Why'd you do that?
Like, you're gonna lose if, like, arguably the new best player that you've got in your team is
Yeah.
showing up. And I mean, he ran for over 100 yards against the Steelers. There's not many running backs that do that.
No, Steelers are a good
And then
defense.
just to make him suffer by going, oh yeah, look at that, he's had a pretty good first. Let's sit you down and put you in
Yeah.
pass pro.
That's enough. Come
Yeah.
on.
Who do you think we are?
We suck around here, thank
Yeah.
you very much.
God, who did I have for number 2 now? I've forgotten number 2.
Professional.
Mm. Absolutely.
But that's not who we are, man.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have to reach into my jacket pocket, I think.
Oh, Jesus
break.
Christ, B-Dog. If you could see what I see. Oh.
It's like 2 pressed hams.
Jesus wept.
Oh, that was it. The Dallas Cowboys.
Did you really forget the Cowboys, or was that all like a bit?
I want to say it was a bit.
Go on then, why the Dallas Cowboys?
Because we just, like, so Dak gets injured. They
Yes.
said it's a hamstring injury.
No, it's not. It's a hard.
But his hand was absolutely
Yeah,
faducked.
his
From
hand
what we
was
saw on the
wrecked.
sidelines, that wasn't an F-bomb, that was a faducking. And obviously, not many passing yards. The running backs aren't doing too well. The defense is struggling massively because we're down without Parker and Tank. And I think starting Cooper Rush when you've got Trey Lance, who you realistically
I don't
need,
really get it.
you need to make a show of himself to try and get something back for him. I think if you're not going to keep him.
The thing is with Trey Lance, he's not ever done anything wrong.
No, I know.
Got drafted by the Niners, never got a chance, moved on. Not getting a chance again. But for what reason? Like, why is he just not getting a chance? He played a few games for the Niners, didn't he?
Yeah, I
his
don't know if it's
rookie
his
year?
reads. I don't know if it's sort of.
Like, give him a chance, man. He's basically still a rookie.
Hey, your iPad's gonna die here.
Yeah, it's alright. I don't need it.
And then obviously we picked up a wide receiver. A few days after Dak Prescott goes out injured for 4 weeks for a 4th round pick, which is we picked up Jonathan Mingo, who has done hardly anything with the Panthers, and we picked him up for a 4th round pick, which is 1 round less than we traded Amari Cooper, who was a top 10 wide receiver, away to the Browns for.
Mm. Yeah, your owner's senile, though. That's the problem.
And it just hurts.
I'm guessing Jerry's your GM as well, then, is he?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, that's not a good look, is it? You can't have your owner as your GM, in my opinion.
Either that or I think Stevens, the GM, they did. No,
Oh, right, okay.
can't remember off the top of my head. But it might be Jerry.
Yeah, it sounds a lot like it is because every time there's like, so when Dak got injured or like when CD was holding out, anytime there's like a situation like that and Dak's new contract, it's always Jerry Jones that's coming out and addressing the
Yeah.
media, which
I do think it is Jerry that's the GM.
Robert Kraft wouldn't do that for us.
I'd love to see
Maybe
it happen.
Elliot Wolf, or he's too busy getting massages. Or I'd be like Gerald Mayo or something. You know, it's weird for the owner to do that.
I
I think.
Robert Kraft next to Deshaun Watson.
He's in the semi-finals to finally get into the Hall of Fame this year.
Is it?
Yeah, he should get in. To be fair,
Bloody hell.
yeah, he
He
should.
does. I mean, Jerry's got in, didn't he?
Yeah, exactly. The only thing that holds Kraft back is the alleged Deflategate, the alleged Spygate,
The alleged 5 other gates for the Super Bowls that you've won.
the alleged Massage.
Yeah.
Massages.
Right, my number one dud this week. I'm gonna need a new. I'm gonna need a new co-host soon.
Oh, that nearly killed me. That was funny. Right, go on.
So moving on swiftly, rubbing my hands together. I'm gonna say is Puka Nakua.
Oh, right, okay.
One catch on 4 attempts for 11
Harsh. He has
yards.
just come back from injury, but okay.
Do you see what he did?
What did he do?
He had one catch for 11 yards on 4 receptions, and then proceeded to punch
Oh,
Tyrell
yes.
Dodson in the face
Yeah.
and get ejected.
No, fair enough. Yeah, I let you have that. Yeah, I did.
Comes back from injury, and the first thing he does is like, "Yeah, let's get suspended."
I've just booked a holiday.
Yeah. Didn't think I'd be back this early. Let me just, giving the Rams less chance to make themselves and get back to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man. I mean, yeah, I think that's fair enough. That concludes studs and duds for the week.
It does.
Right, let's get into some pick'ems.
Yeah,
Move
let's
on to
fly
week
through these pick'ems.
until week 10, I believe. Yes, yeah, we're 2
Yeah,
and
week 10. Don't worry.
It's sad because I'm just going off our record, so I have to always remember that we're 2 and 7. So, yep, going into week 10. Who have you got this week?
We have got. Oh my God.
The Eagles, yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say we got Philly. I was just about to say. I know we've got a team that's probably going to beat us.
Well,
but
that's
that
not
could be
hard,
any
mate.
team.
That's one of 30 teams.
Who's the one that won't beat us?
We wouldn't beat us. Right. This evening, in about 5 hours' time, B-Dog, the Cincinnati Bengals against the Baltimore Ravens.
This is always such a good goddamn game to watch.
I
as
know,
well.
this will be points.
I'm
Points
gonna go.
everywhere.
Do you know what? I'm gonna go Bagels.
Do you know what? I'm going to agree with you.
Bagels should have a good game. Burrow's flying around. All they've got to do is have Trey Hendrickson stay on Lamar.
They just have to outscore them.
Yeah.
This is interesting, though, because neither team has got a defense. This could
kinda true.
be like 45 each.
I hope so.
It could be,
I hope so. Those
It
are always
could be.
good games.
I hope so, because the Thursday games are often stinking.
That's it. Chase Brown's a weapon as well. Don't forget for the Bengals.
Yes, aye.
This could be good.
Speaking of games that are absolutely stinking, the New York Giants against the Carolina Panthers.
Hey, game in Munich. Got to respect that.
What
It's
did
another
the-
away game in Munich.
What did the Germans ever do to deserve, recently, to deserve that game?
Jesus Christ. Nothing. I don't know if it was sort of like they were kind of hoping something might happen. Saquon might still be there. That's a big part of it. The Panthers have might draft someone really good.
One thing I will say for this game is a lot of people probably thought the same about the Patriots and the Jags at Wembley,
Yeah.
and that was a decent game.
Yeah. Exactly.
It was a mid-first quarter.
For you, yeah.
Yeah, no, it was a decent game, and sometimes if two teams are on a similar level of just being bad, it can create a decent game.
That's true.
Here's to hoping. Yeah, I'm going to go for the Giants.
I will agree with you.
Yeah. Oh, 2 for 2. Let's go. Right, this is where we're going to disagree, B-Dog. The New England Patriots and the Chicago Bears.
Chicago.
Why?
I just think they're somehow more of a complete team right now.
Okay, that's fair enough.
I think their defense outplays your defense in pass rush, and I think Caleb will get very lucky against your secondary.
I think because we don't have the natural talent on defense, we have to scheme a lot.
Yeah.
I think the looks that we show Caleb and what we move into will confuse him as a rookie. I think we'll play decent enough on D, other than Swift, which is a worry. DeAndre Swift.
He's a funny one, isn't he?
He's going to have a decent game. If you've got DeAndre Swift in your fantasy team, get him on as a starter if you haven't already, because he's going to break 150 yards. But I think we do it. I think we beat them. I don't think. See, Caleb went over to London, kind of blew up. I've arrived. This is it. Came back, had the bye week, and then since then, stinks.
You've got Caleb Williams and Drake May on your fantasy team. Are you going to start May over Caleb?
No, I'm starting May. May gets more points than Williams.
It's going to be.
May. Yeah. What I believe happens is it is the straw that broke the camel's back. Losing to the Patriots
How
is
heavy's that straw?
too much, and Matt Eberflus loses his job this week.
Oh,
Finally.
And then they come in and bring in.
Ben Johnson. What's the name of him in it? The offensive.
The Lions.
Yeah.
Tell you what, that'd be a hell of a move for the Bears.
Don't put money on it because it's us. But
Yeah, Ben Johnson's going to stay exactly where he is.
could do. Right. Yeah, I'm going Pats. The Buffalo Bills and the Indianapolis Colts with old Joe Flacco.
Joe Flacco's out injured, isn't he?
No?
I'm sure he's out injured. Oh no, sorry. He threw 3 interceptions, didn't he? And he had an absolute awful game.
But they've come out and said, we're sticking with him.
I still think the Bills are going to win.
I do as well. Don't get us wrong, I do. But I don't think Flacco will be anywhere near as bad as he was
No,
last week.
God, no, that was just a while.
He's far too experienced to,
Oh, yeah.
to be as bad as he was last week. So basically, B-Dog, we're 75% on the same page here.
This is where it all changes now.
The Minnesota Vikings and the Jacksonville Jags.
I'm going to go with the Jags.
Are you?
No, I'm going with the Vikings.
Oh, I was going to say, we actually disagree. No, I'm going to go for the Vikings as well.
No, Sam Darnold played pretty well last week.
And the Jags stink.
Still beat you.
Well, yeah, no, but we stink. Fun fact, Jags are one of the 2 teams I've seen live.
Fun fact, the Vikings is one of the only teams I've seen live.
Oh, right. Who have you seen? Like, got the...
Vikings Browns,
Ah, what year?
2019.
Oh, so is that like Odell Browns?
No,
So he's at the Giants still then?
yes.
Ah, right, okay.
This
So,
was
Jarvis
this was
Landry,
Isaiah
yeah.
Cromwell Browns.
oh god, who's the quarterback? Johnny Manziel?
No, Baker Mayfield,
Was it?
I believe. Yeah.
You've seen Baker's Gone Back.
have.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, because Baker was picked up in 2018.
At least we're both in Sexy Quarterback Club members.
Yeah. Well, no, this is. I went to watch it. I think it might have been 2018 before they drafted Baker actually. So it was Brian Hoyer actually at quarterback,
Oh, Patriots legend.
and it was Case Keenum at quarterback for the Vikings.
Have you seen the advert where the guy's trying to back his car into the drive with the trailer on?
No.
Oh, it's fantastic, man. I'll have to show you after. But there's a guy trying to back into his drive with like a trailer
Right.
on, and he can't get in. And the wife comes out, and she goes to the car. She goes, "Oh, we're gonna put Case in for the rest of the drive."
Oh, actually, I've seen that,
And then
yeah.
bring the back up.
I've seen one. I think it's the same. I've seen some similar stuff like that. Cause I've seen one where there's a guy and he's trying to kill a hornet's nest with a spray, and his wife's like, "No, we're putting in the backup." And Colt McCoy walks out with a spray and starts spraying. It's like,
They just do adverts better.
how much money do you need?
Do you like the pizza slice things one where it's like everyone except you, Kittle?
Yeah.
And Alan Russell Brown's like, yeah, Kittle.
Tell you what, yeah, like imagine if British footballers were
Done adverts
did
like that.
adverts like American.
They just
NFL
wouldn't,
players.
would they? They just wouldn't,
Could you
man.
imagine like I don't know off the top of my head, Haaland just walking around his home, and he's got a McDonald's or a Burger King.
oh,
in
like
his
the
front living room, like the
Devontae
Devontae
one.
Adams and Taco Bell. You're just like,
Class man. Have you seen the latest Jake from State Farm one with Andy Reid?
which one?
Oh, what does he say? Because it's like, oh, it's really fun to say it, and he's what the fuck is he saying?
Is it not the Mahomes Auto?
Oh no, that's the best advert of all time. Mahomes, Mardo, get over here.
Not the one when Mahomes comes into the room and they're like MVB,
Oh,
most valuable bundler, and he starts pulling down all the flags and
Class man.
God, who saw this coming? Not me.
Oh, the one where they're eating like fucking.
No, 2018. I went to London. Yes, it was before Baker got drafted.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, the one where they're eating nuggets or something, and Andy Reid's like, just left my nuggies.
Yeah. Just gonna take those.
Yeah. Right, the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs.
Chiefs.
I'm going Broncos.
I hope and I pray, but we both know it's not.
Yeah, they've got to lose eventually.
I don't think they will. Not to Denver.
Yeah, they will.
Okay.
I'm a believer.
I'm also a believer, but I'm also a more realistic man.
Doesn't really have the same ring to it,
Hey,
does
look, right, I tried my hardest, right? This is off the cuff. Let me be.
it? Good effort, mate. I appreciate the hustle. Right, the Atlanta
Start in
Falcons.
2024.
Oh God Almighty! Sorry, Paul Pogba was doing it the other day. Like unironically, like one, you're 36, and two, it's like fucking 10 years old. That what you doing? Atlanta Falcons and the New Orleans
I
Saints.
think we're going to start calling the Atlanta Falcons the Alanis Morissettes.
The Alanis Morissettes. All right. Okay. Well, I'm taking
The Alanis Morissettes.
Jaggy Little Pill.
Oh, beautiful.
That's what I'm taking. Yeah, the Saints fucking reek.
Yeah, Kirko chains. Kirko chains all the way.
Was it the Saints that had no passing yards in the first half last week?
I think so, yeah.
It was someone.
It was awful.
Jesus wept. Right, the San Francisco 49ers against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Bucks.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah, I think.
No, to be fair, they had a good game with the Chiefs. Took the Chiefs
Exactly.
close. Niners.
I don't think Baker's thrown for under 250 passing yards and two or three touchdowns in a game yet.
Oh, really?
He's been balling out.
Yeah,
man.
yeah, it's man, he's been class. Quick rules check, B-Dog. Christian McCaffrey came off IR.
Yes, he.
How
is
long does that take to...
He's still eligible to be played on Sunday.
Is he?
Yes.
As soon as he comes off, he can play.
Yes.
Could make a difference. It probably won't start.
No.
if
not
I'm being
at all.
honest.
Not. He's been out for too long.
Yeah.
They'll stick with Mason.
I'm going to agree with you just for the sake of agreeing with each
Unity.
other. Yeah, so we've only disagreed on two so far. And mine's just a hatred of the Chiefs. The Pittsburgh Feelers and the Washington Commies.
I think Washington.
Yeah. See, the Pittsburgh Feelers, they're getting far too far above that 500 mark. Whereas historically, what they do is sneak just above it.
Yeah.
You know, then they're gonna finish like 9-8 every year. You know, 10-7 maybe. 6-2, they're far too far above that. I'm gonna go Washington Commies as well.
Yeah.
Sorry, Pittsburgh.
I look like a goat then when I said that. Yeah.
No, yeah, he is a little bit. Got him. He's the tongue. Sorry, that was too sexy.
Goat freeze where they just go.
Great game, man. God, we've had some tangents tonight, haven't we?
No.
Right, the Tennessee Titans and the LA Chargers.
I'm going for the credit charges.
Yeah, the credit charges is crazy stuff. I'm gonna have to Google that after. Yeah, I am as well
Not as
because.
crazy as Boltman.
Oh God, yeah, that is terrifying. Yeah, God, what a cursed franchise that is. Christ. Yeah, I'm gonna go Chargers as well. Decent team, really like them. Fancy them to make a little bit of a run at it.
Yeah.
To be honest, I do. I think they'll be better than obviously the Raiders, and I think they'll be better than the Broncos. So I think there's a good chance to sneak into the playoffs.
Oh no, it's the two teams next to it. I didn't want to go against each other.
Why do you like the Jets? So we've got the Jets and the Cards.
Cards.
Right, I don't mind that. Yeah, you can have your Cards. But why do you like the Jets, man?
I don't know. It's just one of those franchises. Do you know when like?
You're doing a bit of charity work.
Do you know when you see like those adverts and they use like hedgehogs and squirrels and badgers to try and get you to send money for wildlife? That's what it's like.
Yeah.
You watch it and you're like, oh.
Oh, bless them. Except you don't, because they're absolute trash and scumbags. Yep, Cards. Because the Jets.
Cards. It's saying that Kyler Murray only had like 150 passing yards and no TDs last week.
Yeah, but he probably ran for 600.
He ran for 6 yards and a fumble.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh, God. Yeah, but the Jets are the Jets, though. Look, I don't know the science behind it, right? I don't know the science.
Someone made a bet in the 60s and it was a curse. It was you can win the Super Bowl, but for 100 years you can't win anything else.
Yeah, nothing good will ever happen to them. And even when it is, do you know that game where like you make a wish and then someone else gives the condition?
Monkey paw, yeah.
Is that what it is? That's what their thing is. Like, oh, I wish we had a Hall of Fame quarterback. Yes, but he's going to be absolutely trash. Like that's what their Aaron Rodgers thing is right now.
Yeah.
Finally, we've got a Hall of Fame quarterback. Crazy. Yeah, but he's arse.
Yeah.
The Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys.
Philly.
Yeah, sorry, B-Dog.
Move on. It's fine.
I've been waiting for you to turn it around, but it isn't going to happen, mate, unfortunately. Especially not with the quarterback you've got in. The Detroit Lions and the Houston Texans.
Lions.
Yeah, I agree with you there as well. Funnily enough,
Last but not least,
the Miami Dolphins and the LA Rams.
I think the Dolphins.
I don't.
That's fine.
I don't.
We can disagree on this because we've agreed on so many.
Yeah, don't get us wrong. They are playing better with mashed potato head in there.
Wow.
Well, he is, isn't he? See that clip the other day? Oh, you see, there's a clip on Instagram of Tua because he fumbled the ball off a snap,
Aye.
and he came out and said, "It's harder than it looks. Why don't you try doing that?"
Yeah.
And I commented saying, "Well, we're not paying millions to do it, mate. You are." Which is a fair thing. If you're an NFL quarterback, you should be able to catch a shotgun snap.
Yeah.
And about 27,000 people like my comment. It's crazy, right? It's probably on that.
Did you comment it on the NFL Pod channel, or did you comment it on your own?
I commented on my own.
Okay.
I commented
I was
on
going
my
to say I
own.
don't want Tua to sue us.
29,000 people. It was like my comment. But yeah, I just think if you cannot even catch the snap anymore, your mashed potato brain is leaking or something. There's something going on.
Sorry, Tua.
Brings me to speak. Chris Olave, fourth concussion of his very very young career.
Yeah, it's
the
shocking.
same conversation we've had about Tua, but at what point do you go?
Well, he's more at risk, isn't he? Realistically.
Well, yeah, it's crazy, yeah.
Be a shame.
Because he's only 2 or 3 years out of college, isn't he?
Yeah. He came from Ohio 2022.
Yeah, it's a shame, man. Do you think there should be like a limit? So say like if you've got your fourth concussion, for instance, the league says, right, that's it, you're done.
Maybe, but I also think because of all the implements and restrictions they're putting in for what defensive players can do, they're having to come up with new ways to make tackles in a way
Yeah.
that's causing, instead of leg and arm injuries, it's
Just
now head injuries.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
So instead of bringing someone down by their hips and their legs and breaking a leg, now they're obviously grabbing them round and throwing them to the ground head first.
And just smashing them in the head. Yeah, it's grim, man. I'm going to go the Rams anyways, but yeah, I just thought that was an interesting topic because anyone can get a concussion anytime, can't they? But when a guy's getting like 3 or 4, is it just bad luck? The 2 or 1 less so because he's running into pressure and not protecting
Well,
himself.
that's it. Like I don't think he ever had a concussion in college as well.
No, yeah, it's crazy, but
So it is.
everyone likes a bit of mash, eh?
Jesus.
What was
I
that?
thought you were Kev.
I always do that when Louise says, "Oh God," I always go, "What?" She goes, "Oh no, the other one." It's like, oh, okay, enough. But yeah, enough of my life.
God, it's just dog backwards.
Yeah, that's on a weekend. I get the dog out.
Get the B-dog out.
Jesus Christ. Right, well, if you got to this point, which a few of you have, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very much. Please like the live for us. That would be absolutely awesome. Any last comments in would be great as well, because all the comments show engagement and it boosts the algorithm a little bit, so that would be awesome as well.
Yeah, we need to get out there a bit more.
Just to reiterate a couple of things. Quiz coming up, probably Pro Bowl weekend, so after the championship games of the AFC and the NFC and before the Super Bowl, in that little sweet spot in there, potentially just after the season's done. I'll kind of come up with that and let you know close to time. And also a little bit of news coming fairly soon about some activities we're going to be getting up to in the summer next year. We'll let you up to date with all them. As always, please, if you don't, go over to Instagram, catch us on there at NerdyFLPod. Same with TikTok at NerdyFLPod. I put little clips of this,
Yeah,
basically,
we'll be doing
on
some
there.
dances soon.
Hey, I would do it, doesn't bother me.
We'll get our own Hock Tour moment.
God almighty, that's going on there. Yeah, so go and catch us over there if you don't mind. That would be great as well.
At least let me do the Hock Tour. Right, there we go. Okay.
That's his mic off there. But yeah, other than that, share with your friends. Tell people that we do a podcast about the NFL if they're interested. And yeah, as always. Oh, last thing as well. If you're interested in being a guest, please let us know. Because we've not had a guest for a while, B-Dog.
I know. I think it's the lives as well. I think that's.
We need to get the guests on.
We do need to get a guest on again, yeah.
So if you want to be a guest, give us a shout. We'll get you on. You don't have to know anything. We'll just kind of talk as we do. You get to join us, and yeah, if that's everything, it's bye from me. Is it bye from you? Or you stick
Saying, Auf Wiedersehen from me, which means until we meet again.
until we meet again.